Wij gaan verder naar de volgende locatie. Te weten, Vlad Popescu's estate. Ziet eruit als een vampier ding.
The eyes of the skull embedded in the wall glow eerily. This is a special effect that is as impressive as it is creepy. At least, I hope that's a special effect.
Dat hoop ik ook.
The heavy gate obviously acts as a barrier between the creepy estate of Vlad Popescu and the living world.
Nou, daar is hij. Hey, Manny Calavera.
The tomb of M. Calavera. It says, during his lifetime, Mr.
leuk.
Calavera was rather bony and
Van
bizarre.
Grim Fandango.
But in death, thanks
Roger
to such
Wilco.
pale bones, he is
Larry
certainly the big
Laffer.
star.
Lekker hoor.
Huh? I don't get it.
Larry Laffer. Allemaal oude helden.
The grave of A. R. Wilco. It says, he always reached for the stars, but didn't make it, according to his memoirs. The grave of a H. Jones. It says, a famous globetrotter and scholar near and far. He's now in heaven, teaching his archaeology seminar. The grave of one L. Laffer. It says, while alive he chased after every young girl's bust.
Ja.
It didn't take long for him to bite the dust.
Eerie Mansion.
This huge eerie mansion exudes a morbid charm. An old rocking chair. Apparently solar powered. Why else would it rock back and forth so eerily?
Nou, Mr. Vlad.
Hello, I really don't want to disturb your, devotion. But I have a really important question that I hope you can help me with.
Hello, young mortal. Welcome to the land of eternal darkness and omnipresent gloom. With what am I, Vlad Popescu, allowed to frighten you today?
Excuse me? Frighten me? Please don't. I had to summon up all of my courage to hike up the dark path here. But my concern is of the utmost urgency.
Oh, so you're probably not here to talk about my illustrious career as a scary movie icon? Then excuse my flowery greeting. My fans expect me to speak in this way.
Sorry, I am indeed not here to talk about scary movies. Maybe there'll be time for that later. At the moment I'm looking for a package that may have arrived in the mail recently. You would certainly have noticed it immediately. A package with a cat.
A package? With a dead cat?
No, I do hope that Mr. Fumbleclaw is quite well.
Why would anyone send a package with a live cat?
Goeie vraag.
That does not sound very reasonable to me. But I am sorry to disappoint you. Neither have I received a package with a dead cat, nor a package with a live cat. Unfortunately, I get very little mail at all in recent years. I'm afraid the world has forgotten the great Vlad Popescu by now.
Drat! Again, no success. I'm running out of ideas on where to look for Mr. Fumbleclaw. Slowly, I'm really worried about the poor cat.
Het lijkt niet helemaal goed
Good,
te komen.
then
Ja.
I will not disturb you any further and wish you a nice... evening. Very strange. Wasn't it broad daylight until just now?
I'm sorry I couldn't help you with your cat. But do you really have to go already? Unfortunately, I get very few visitors lately.
I don't want to disturb you any further. You seem very absorbed in your devotions.
That's all right, my young visitor. I've been standing here a lot lately, pondering my life. Oh, how rude of me! I have not yet properly introduced myself.
You are Vlad Popescu, aren't you? The horror movie actor. I think I owe one of my earliest childhood traumas to you. My name is Whiskers, by the way. Scott Whiskers.
Oh, you know me? Really? You can't believe how happy I am. Unfortunately, my name is no longer a household word among today's youth. Today, it is all about chopped heads and bloody, scary dolls. The times of dignified, scary cinema are unfortunately long gone.
That's sadly true. I, for one, prefer a classic Edgar Allan Poe adaptation to any slasher film of today. Real horror. Modern cinema simply can't do that anymore.
My dear Scott, you speak from my soul. Oh, how happy I am that there are still young people who are familiar with the works of Vincent Price or Christopher Lee.
Or the works of one Vlad Popescu. Which leads me to an important question, and I hope you won't hold it against me.
Go ahead, my uninvited yet welcome guest. Ask your question. As my life will last a few more minutes, I am willing to answer it fully.
Shouldn't you be dead by now? Or at least 150 years old? I bet I've seen you in a movie alongside Boris Karloff in a movie from the 20s of the 20th century. But that can't be possible.
Why shouldn't that be possible? I don't look a day over 149, do I?
You scare me. And that's completely without a movie screen.
Don't worry, my young Mr. Whiskers. I think I can let you in on the big secret. It probably doesn't matter much anymore, anyway. Indeed, the greatest secret of my life. And I must ask you to keep this one for yourself. And take
to
it
your
to
grave.
your grave.
A secret? Oh, I love a good secret.
Who doesn't? Well then, the Vlad Popescu you saw alongside Boris Karloff, that was. Well, that was my grandfather, Vlad Popescu the Fifth, and the Vlad Popescu who shone alongside Vincent Price in the late 50s. Well, that was my father, Vlad Popescu the Sixth.
Oh! And so you are...
Vlad Popescu the Seventh, and I fear also the last of his kind. The Popescu horrid dynasty will unfortunately come to an end with me. But that's alright. Popescu simply no longer
Misschien
fits
kunnen we hem
into
koppelen
the
met de Cat
cinema.
Lady.
Today, it's all about pointy ears and fairy tales and space movies.
I think you would have been an excellent Spock in your younger years.
I have no idea who or what a Spock is, but I thank you for your kind words. My hope as an actor of the old school is still to play one or the other interesting role, and then disappear into the mists of oblivion.
Is that why you stand here at the graves? To remember times gone by and to commemorate friends who have passed away?
Well, unfortunately, it's the case that if you live for 150 years like me,
Wow, you're really into your role.
you have to bury many old companions. And it is only decent of me to remember the old times here from time to time.
Your melancholy is so slowly becoming contagious.
Oh, I am sorry. That was not my intention.
Is there anything I can do to cheer you up a little? Maybe a small cat from the animal shelter where I work would please you. When I'm sad, I always take an extra shift at the shelter to be with my cuddly Jimmy. His purring brightens my spirits every time.
I'm afraid my cat hair allergy wouldn't allow that. No, I'm only happy,
Ook al een allergie.
really happy, on the big screen. But unless you happen to be a movie producer who has a role for an aging movie star like me, I'm afraid you
Maar
can't do
misschien die
anything
dochter
for
wel,
me.
want die gaat een enge film
Well,
maken.
I don't want to promise anything, but in fact, I have solved much more difficult tasks in this game. I will definitely keep my eyes open for a role for you.
And I
Dat
appreciate
kunnen we wel
that
regelen bij
very
die dochter,
much.
denk ik.
And I
hamsterfilm.
very much hope that you'll find your package cat. No animal should be shit in such a undignified way.
Thanks. See you later.
See you. And whenever you want to spend some time here at the grid, you're always welcome to do so.
Nou, dankjewel voor deze motiverende woorden. We hebben wel weer een nieuwe taak gekregen en we zijn dan hier ook weer klaar. Dus dan gaan we in de volgende video maar weer naar de volgende locatie. Dus graag tot dan. Joejoe!